everybody, welcome back. I'm Deez. This is my workshop. Today's project's going to be more of a shop upgrade or a functional project. One thing that I'm finding very annoying, and I often don't use them because of how inconvenient they are to get to, is these Allen wrenches. These Allen wrenches are, I thought it'd be convenient to have them back here. It still seems to make sense, but anytime I'm trying to find the size I need and reach and grab and test, and I got to snap it back in there. It's just inconvenient, and I don't care for it. So today I want to make a mounting block similar to the one that I have that was purchased. It's a Craftsman, I believe. Something like this. I just want to make a simple block. That way I can mount all of those to just slide them in so they're easily accessible and I can quickly grab them. Let's go over to the scrap wood pile and see what we have to work with. Well, I've got all kinds of stuff tucked back up in here, but what we're looking for is just some wood. I do have these hickory blocks that were sent to me from a viewer. Thank you again. Appreciate this. I'm finding a project for it now, another project. And I need a flat. I don't want to just use a square. I want to put this to a block of wood or put it on another piece of wood. And I've got some. These are too short. I do have this piece here. We can cut that. That ought to work. I think that'll be good. That way I could screw that there, drill these holes, and then get this thing mounted where it needs to be. I think that's what we're going to use. I think the most tricky part of this is going to be the layout, because I would like to get all of them, both sets, into one piece. I don't want to make two of these. And it's all about just space. Where are we going to put it? I don't need two of these things laying around. So this is what we have. Two of these sets. And I think what we need to do is just get them out. It's really going to come down to the handle thickness, I think, in how far our spacing is going to be. We need to find the max space. And I have a feeling this isn't going to work. So I may need to find a longer piece of block in order to accommodate all of them. It's about 6 inches. 5.5 inches from where all the holes are going to be. This piece itself is 12 inches wide. So I need 3, 6, 7, I need 14 holes evenly spaced apart. And they need to be 1 inch apart in order to get them in here without, so that they all fit. Okay, so 1 inch apart is what I need at a minimum, and I need 14 total. So it'd be probably 3/4, but that's not going to work. I need to find a longer block. Let's see what we got. Get this ladder. We've got some wood up here. I think we're probably going to be looking at thing, maybe. Nah. Some 2x4. That would work, functional, but it wouldn't look good. I suppose I could use that. I do have these blocks. These are just sitting around. Might as well use one of these. Alright. Let's do that. this is going to be the base. I just need to decide, do I want to drill the holes in this face or make it taller? I think I'm just going to go like that. Sand this down a little bit. We're going to glue this on here, but not before we drill the holes. We want to drill the holes first. We're going to use a drill press for that today. Let's go ahead and get our marks on the board. It should be just over an inch on either end. Inch and a quarter. 7/8. There we go. There's where the ends will go. Center it side to side. 7/8. 7/8. That's where that will go. We're going to paint this when we're all done anyway, so I don't care about the blemishes and stuff. Next thing we need to do is drill our holes. We got to figure out where we want them, put it in the drill press, and we're going to drill all those holes. I didn't record all the boring stuff here, but as you can see, I messed up the first set of lines. I need 14 holes in order to hold all of these tools. I want them to be an inch at least apart, so I'm going 1 1/8 inches apart. And the first thing I did was I measured from the end. Well, that only gave me 13 holes. So I brought it back 1/2 inch to split the difference on either end. Now I've got my 14 holes. All right, everybody, you can see that I messed up the first time, but we got our 14 holes that we're going to drill. I'm going to circle these so I know which ones I'm going to drill. I'm also going to try to appropriately size the holes so that they're not, like this one's going to obviously need a larger drill bit, but the smaller ones, I might as well switch down to a smaller drill bit, and that way I'm not, everything's kind of nice and tight in there. I'd like it to be appropriately sized. So I'm going to take my time and change my drill bits as needed. So let's go ahead and circle these. That one. One, 2, 3. 14. Now we need to get the drill press out. I don't want to get the sawdust and everything all over the mill. think we have everything drilled and all that ready to go. What we need to do is sand this down, glue it up, and then we're going to paint it once the glue dries. I'm thinking I'm going to use an enamel paint. I may just spray paint it. I know it's going to absorb a lot of the paint when you put it on there because this is porous wood. But I'm liking it. I think this is going to be a nice way to access my Allen wrenches rather than on that plastic container or plastic holder that came with them. I mean, these are okay, but it's really more for sales and that sort of thing. So we're going to get rid of these. We got her sanded up. I think now we're ready to just glue this thing on here. Well, we've got some color on there, a little protection. Let's see if we can populate this and see how everything fits. Well, I think we got everything ready to go. The red's gonna go over here, so let's clean this mess up. We got our red, which is imperial, not metric. We'll just keep working our way down. Oops, that one goes there. There we go. These are all nice. They're tight. They're in here securely. I can turn it around and I can see what every one of the measurements are, what every one of them are. On the end is all the measurements, the size of the tooling, and we just need to let this all dry and sit. And you know, it's painted, but we need to let it cure. And now we'll be able to tuck this in a corner. We'll be able to get rid of these big old plastic things. These things are just, I suppose they're fine if you want to hang it on the wall, but I don't. Makes it a little more inconvenient to get them out of there. So we're going to throw these away. And we're going to use this from now on. I'll be able to slide this up against a wall and just kind of get it out of the way. This was a fun little project. Again, craft time projects. I like to do some woodworking sometimes. This is not woodworking. It's just a functional stand for all of these Allen wrenches. You know, you use some scrap wood, you can make a nice little stand for things. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to close the video out here. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It really helps out the channel, and I hope to see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody.